Alright folks, just a very quick video. With all the stuff that's going on in Israel right now, a lot of people may be asking the question, is this what the Bible is talking about? Yeah. That when the desolation of, it's going to be in the Holy of Holies? I don't think so. No. There's an awful lot that has to happen. Although, again, we don't know. This is the problem, is we don't really know. But I don't think we're at that stage yet. I think there's still time to go. So we don't, as of yet, have the beast. Not that we know of. It's not obvious. Put it this way, those who are of God, they will be seeing these things as they're happening. They will know what's happening when it's happening. Those who are not of God won't know. They won't see it. But those who are of God will see it. They will recognise it for what it is. And right now, we recognise what's happening as horrendous. Yes. But not the end of days. Not yet. But things that are leading up to that, definitely. Yeah. Well, there's been so many things that have been leading up to it. Yeah. Yeah. The one standing in the Holy of Holies, it was a desolation. Well, that one's going to bring peace, and we've had so many peace talks spoken about, and the need for peace in Israel, that all of that is being set up by all of that previous talk, and all of what's going on now, and the previous conflicts is all setting that up. So, okay, we're there. The 666, well, that's been set up by the fact that we've had all this talk about people stealing our identities and people being able to get into our bank accounts, and that's all leading up to this 666, this thing that's going to probably be in our forehand, I imagine, and that's already been designed, that's already in people now, but not en masse. It will need to be en masse in order to be in the last days, but we're not there yet. Well, as I say, this whole point of even where it says all nations will war against Israel, we're not there yet, are we? But I don't think we're far. And the reason why I don't think we're far is because the atrocities that Hamas carried out, they crossed the line. They definitely crossed the line. I'm not saying that the Palestinian people haven't been suffering horrendously over the years because of the measures that have been put in place by Israel. They probably have. They probably have, yes. But that doesn't mean that what they did the other day wasn't crossing the line, because it really, really was. So much of what they did. There was one that they talked about on the news which was horrific, where basically they went into an old lady's place, Hamas soldiers. They killed this lady, this old lady, and then they opened her phone, took a photo of her dead body, and put it on her Facebook page. Yeah, that's sick. That is absolutely sick. So her family and her friends would find out what happened to her by going onto her Facebook page and seeing her dead body there, and whatever they'd done to it. Yeah, that definitely crossed the line. And Israel are doing what they're doing now because of things like that, because there were loads of things like that that happened. But is that enough? Because I think when it's talking about all nations of war against Israel, it means that Israel is going to react in a way that is going to disgust and horrify the whole world to a point where they want to go to war against Israel. Now, whether anything absolutely outrageous has to be done, I don't know. But I don't think we're there yet. Well, the reason why I don't think anything necessarily horrendous has to be done is because as long as people believe something horrendous has been done, then that should be good enough. It's worked in the past. Often. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, quite often the good guy becomes a bad guy. And it doesn't take much for that to... Well, with Americans, they watch American wrestling, for goodness sake. So therefore, yeah. So many Americans love American wrestling where the good guy can suddenly become the bad guy overnight. And the one you were cheering, you're now booing. The one you were booing, you're now cheering. And again, this is intentional. This is all intentional. Yeah, because in events in the world, those that were your enemies are now your friends. Those that were your friends are now your enemies. And yeah, but we're not there yet, and that's the point. So although what's been happening is horrendous, and it is, and at the moment it hasn't ended, I don't think there's any reason for people to seriously panic thinking this is the last days, because I don't think it is yet. But it is leading up to it. So there you go. When all the world is panicking, we need to be at peace. People need to see God in us. So practice that now. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Be a blessing. Be blessed. Bye bye.